Ray Waller, a former baseball player, had to retire from his career because of his illness. He, along with his wife Eve and children Elliot and Izzy, is looking for a new house. His financial condition is getting worse day by day. After searching for a while, Ray finds a reasonably priced house that also has an abandoned pool in the backyard. Ray had always dreamed of having a pool at his house. While trying to retrieve a baseball from the pool, Ray accidentally falls in and begins to drown. Luckily, Eve, Izzy, and Elliot quickly come to his rescue. While cleaning the pool, Ray accidentally cuts his hand, and a strange black liquid to start filling up the pool. Concerned, the Waller family contacts the pool maintenance team for help. The team discovers that the pool is actually self-sustaining, drawing water from an underground lake that previously occupied the same space. They also inform the family that this natural water is extremely beneficial for health. The Waller family is thrilled by this news, and after renovating the pool, they happily enjoy it together. Ray longs for his past days of playing baseball and wishes he could return to the game. Eve, swimming in the pool, is startled when she sees Ray by the poolside, only for him to vanish. Lights flicker, prompting her to exit the pool. She asks Ray about his earlier presence, but he denies it. Concerned for safety, Eve proposes installing a pool cover. Their cat notices something in the pool, and the next morning, the cat goes missing, leaving only its floating collar in the water. Ray was amazed to see his injury completely healed within a day. That night, Eve had a nightmare about the pool. She sees Ray swimming in the pool at night. Ray's health rapidly improved over the next few days, making him believe it was all due to the pool. Elliot was playing a coin game and thought his father was throwing coins into the pool. However, after collecting them all and finding no one around, he saw a figure on the diving board, but once again, no one was there. Elliot then heard a girl named Rebecca calling for help and was almost grabbed by a mysterious creature. He ran to his mother, Eve, to tell her about Rebecca, but she found no one. When she told Ray, he didn't take it seriously. The Waller family plans a pool party with friends, colleagues, and neighbors. Ray takes Elliot to a baseball field where a coach encourages Ray to try hitting the ball. After missing the first 2 tries, Ray finally hits the ball hard enough to hit a floodlight. Later, Ray and Eve go somewhere at night while Izzy calls her boyfriend Ronin to come over. They have fun in the pool playing Marco Polo until Ronin gets out of the pool for a while. A mysterious voice playing Marco scares Izzy. A supernatural entity attacks Izzy in the pool. She somehow gets out of the pool. She was scared. Her parents arrive home just in time for Ronin to leave through the back door. At the pool party, everyone was having a great time until Eve learned from their realtor that a young girl had died in the pool years ago and no one had used it since. Curious, Eve asked if the girl's name was Rebecca, which shocked the realtor. Meanwhile, Ray was playfully carrying the coach's son, Ty, on his shoulders when dark water suddenly appeared and entered Ray's mouth, causing him to try to sink Ty in the pool. Thankfully, the coach was able to rescue Ty in time and was understandably upset with Ray. Eve tried to explain that it might have been due to Ray's health condition and that he was also struggling in the water. They decided to leave the party. Eve wants to leave the haunting house, but as they tried to leave the house, something suddenly choked Ray, forcing them to return home. Eve investigates online and discovers that several individuals, including Rebecca, have mysteriously disappeared from this house. Curious, she consults her real estate agent for more information on the property and is provided with Rebecca's mother's contact details. Eve visits Rebecca's mother and shares her concerns. Rebecca's mother talks about her son who is now living in Washington and tries to avoid talking about Rebecca, but eventually opens up about the supernatural pool at the house after Eve explains her predicament. A long time ago, there was a special water spring located near a house. This spring wasn't like any normal pool. It was believed to possess healing powers and was almost like a wishing pool. However, instead of money, the spring required a sacrifice from someone in the family in exchange for healing. One night, Rebecca discovered her brother's lost boat in the pool and tried to retrieve it. Unfortunately, the entity residing in the pool grabbed her and pulled her into the water. Rebecca cried out for her mother to save her, but her mother, who was watching from a distance, didn't intervene. She had made the decision to sacrifice her daughter in order to heal her son's illness. As Rebecca's mother succumbed to the possession of the entity, her eyes turned black and a dark liquid began to flow from her eyes and mouth. Eve, overwhelmed by what had transpired, decided to leave the house and head back to her own home. Eve discovers that Ray's sudden improvement in health is due to the entity healing him but requiring one of her children as a sacrifice. Upon arriving home, she finds Elliot drowning in the water-filled pool. After diving in to rescue him, Eve is also attacked by souls trapped in the pool. Eve doesn't find the way out. Unexpectedly, Rebecca's ghost appears and guides them. They were heading the wrong direction. After she understands the mistake, finally Eve and Elliot escape from the pool. Simultaneously, Ray becomes fully possessed by the entity, causing it to attack Izzy. In self-defense, Izzy strikes Ray with a baseball bat. Ray then manages to break free from the demon's control. He expels black water by vomiting, and Elliot returns to his senses. However, the demon now takes possession of Elliot and attempts to harm him. Ray deduces that the pool requires a sacrifice and decides to sacrifice him in order to save Elliot. Despite warnings from the others, Ray instructs Izzy to take care before entering the pool as a sacrifice. The pool accepts Ray's sacrifice, resulting in Elliot expelling the black water and returning to normal. Eve views Ray's vintage videotapes and passes the coin he gifted to Elliot. They opt against leaving the house to avoid putting new individuals at risk of the pool. Instead, they choose to seal the pool with concrete to prevent the entity from causing harm. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this.